Have you ever been on an adults only cruise? I have, and this is my experience. I have a few pros and a few cons. So some of the pros was the free food. I mean, everything on the entire ship was free. I thought that this was amazing because I didn't have to worry about eating buffet food, for one. That's amazing. Like the non-buffet food, the fact that I can walk up and say, hey, I want my burger without cheese, and it's not breathed on by everybody else. I mean, it did have certain stuff that you can just walk, grab, and pick and go with you. And that was like the sushi container or whatever, which I don't suggest. The sushi was, I think it had sat out too long or something. It just didn't taste good to me. They also had like yogurt, like a granola snack bar thing that you can take and grab. But for the most part, all the snacks, all the treats, all the food and everything was fresh, made to order. And even the restaurants that would be considered like specialty restaurants, all of those was free. I thought that that was amazing. Now the drinks. I received a $300 drink credit. I think some other people received higher drink credits, I guess according to my low budget room. I guess according to my, the room price is how much the drink credit is, or maybe how many points you are, how many times you sail with Virgin. I'm not really sure how they give you these drink credits. But I had a $300 drink credit, which I barely used. We purchased like a bottle of champagne, and then I think we had mimosas one day. But the drink credit was for me and my suite mate, cabin mate, to share. So that $300 was between the both of us. I believe we used, I don't know, $60, $70 of it. Our wristbands. Having a wristband on your wrist the entire cruise and not having to carry a purse or a sign and sail card or anything with personal information, I thought was dope. That was like one of the best things ever. The ship is beautiful. It is absolutely stunning. I have been on 6 different cruise ships and was so excited to travel on Virgin because I've only been on Carnival in the past. But because of the no children, I mean, I work with children, but it's kind of fun to go on an adults only cruise. I figured that things would be quieter. I would be more relaxed on this cruise ship, even though children recharge me. So I love being around the babies, but I just thought that this would be a really good cruise to try. I've been on 6 different cruise ships and was so excited to travel with Virgin because I've only been on Carnival in the past. I know. Carnival has been known as the Walmart of the seas, or the fun ship, or the party ship. Party ship, fun ship is what I usually call it. However, I feel that the ships that I've been on haven't been that rowdy. Well, one of them was a little rowdy. But it was a short sail, very affordable. So, of course, the crowd was a little different. But the last Carnival ship I was on was Mardi Gras with Kendall Fire. And anybody who ever been on any ship where Kendall Fire was the cruise director know that she is fire for sure. Kendall is the bomb. So that was an amazing sail, and I had a really good time with her, and it wasn't rowdy. With that being said, I'm going to tell you about the cons. And this is the reason why I'll never say never, Ebony, but I'll probably not sail with Virgin Voyage ever again. In my room, I can hear people, music, footsteps, screaming and hollering almost all night long. It was extremely loud in our room. I almost couldn't sleep. I suffer from food allergies, and one of the biggest ones is MSG. So with my allergy to soy, almost everything on the ship was made from soy. They would always ask about food allergies. I would tell them soy, and then the chef would have to make accommodations for me. I think the food was really, really good. We had some amazing food, but even down to the ice cream cone was made out of soy. I guess they use soy oil on the ship, which is the reason why I wasn't able to enjoy that much of the food. With that being said, I spent my vacation doped up on allergy pills. This didn't work well for me enjoying myself and drinking alcohol. One night, off of one shot, I was extremely tipsy that I kind of sort of fell asleep at the table. It's pretty embarrassing. So I think that me being allergic, me having to take allergy pills, along with forgetting that I was taking allergy pills and drinking, very irresponsible of me. I just didn't have the best cruise. Needless to say, this probably was one of the worst cruises that I've ever been on. It was a really bad smell. The smell was so foul, and it was throughout the entire ship. I'm not exactly sure what it was. It kind of smelled like bad sewer. It was very smelly. It just was horrible. The shower. I know the rainforest shower probably worked for some, but it don't work for me. Well, even though I had braids, like, it just, I don't know, I would end up screaming most of the time in the shower, like, oh my gosh, what just happened to me? So I didn't enjoy the shower at all. The bed, that was the most uncomfortable thing. Also, our cabin was nothing like what was posted online. So once we got in there and realized that the cabin wasn't set up the same way, it just didn't look the same. We went and tried to get an upgrade or try to get our bed switched around, and was told that it would be a $1,000 upgrade. They also had like 2 bunk beds at the top, which I don't think on an adult cruise that really wouldn't work for me, because you're drinking and I don't know, just I don't want to be on the top bunk coming in late at night tipsy. So they had these little couch setup things. It just I don't know. I didn't like the idea, and the beds were like super thin, so you wake up with pains and aches and just the worst. So the bedding situation was horrible. Now we did pull the bunk beds down, and the bunk beds were a thicker mattress. So when we went to exchange or upgrade our room, the young lady told us, oh, well, he can change your room around, so it's two beds and not like an L-shaped sofa. Well, when we got back to our cabin, he told us that could not be done, that she didn't understand what kind of room we had. So it was just no, that's a no for me. The app. Our app did not work the entire trip. Now, for some people, it did. One girl, it didn't work at all into the last day. Mine, it worked off and on. So I feel like I end up missing some of the shows. Now, they do have in the hallway, they have these big screens that you can kind of figure out what show is next. But we went with 75 other childcare providers, or 75 other people. I guess I should say 75 other people, and we would get group texts on Facebook that would let us know, like, hey, they're having a pajama party or this or that, and this is at this time, and our time has been changed. So that helped a little bit. But other than that, the the Virgin app did not work the entire time we were there. I love the fact that the Wi-Fi was only $40 for the 5-day cruise. I think that was really cool. I've seen it much more than that. So paying $40 between 2 devices worked, because me and my cabin mate split it. We used one on her cell phone and one on mine, and then we downloaded the WhatsApp. So we were able to communicate with each other through WhatsApp, because there was no communication through the Virgin app at all. That thing was broke the entire time I was on the ship. Like I said, we went to the pajama party. That was a little grown and sexy for me, I guess. I mean, being on an adult-only cruise, some people took it a little too far. So it was like lingerie, see-through nightgown, teddy type of things with no undergarments. I'm obviously not that grown enough, or just don't care to see you naked. Another thing that I really, really, really loved was the fact that I was able to sit at the pool. On every ship that I've ever been on, I've never had a seat at the pool. Like, I may go to the bar and stand around and kind of, but stand, not sit, stand around and kind of enjoy the scenery. I've never been able to get in any of the pools on any of the other ships. I like the fact that they actually have seating available, and you would think on a sea day with however many adults can be held on the Virgin ship, that you wouldn't have that many seats available, but we did. I didn't get it. I feel like the cons trump the pros. One of the biggest is a soybean allergy that I have, or not soybean, soy allergy that I have. This will most likely prevent me from ever returning. We will be on Royal Caribbean Symphony of the Seas in April of 2024. And then again in November of 2024, we're going to go on a Carnival Firenze, leaving out of California, if I'm not mistaken. I can't wait to compare those ships, do a review on those also. Please let me know what your experience was on Virgin if you ever traveled Virgin.